have a total of 700 videos on little questions like this, and we've had 1.5 million views of our videos. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And there's a new video that we just put on yesterday of a surgeon in Costa Rica who's done several hundred MGBs, and he has a nice commentary about, he says, I think it's the best surgery, it's better than the lap band, we find it's very easy and fast, and when you watch people over the years, the other surgery, people gain their weight back, and the MGB, they keep their weight. So watch that Costa Rican surgeon, I think you'll enjoy that. The question we had is, should I take my Tums and or the Pepto-Bismol? And that goes back to the big, single, most important complication we see after the surgery. Now we see a whole spectrum of different kinds of complications, but number one is an ulcer or gastritis. And it occurs always in the same place, the junction between the stomach and the bowel where it's connected. And we can fix that and prevent that because we have so much experience with it. And our experience mirrors what has been found with this kind of surgery for over 100 years. So this is not new stuff. We know this absolutely, and that is that this surgery, which was actually invented to treat ulcers, has the long-term risk of getting an ulcer. If you count upset stomach, burning pain, ulcers, things like that, almost 5% of people, 1 out of 20 of my patients, are going to have something like this at some point. So be careful. Given that that's a known risk, you could make a decision to say, no, I don't want the MGB. And that would be fair, because it has a risk. What we say is, if you do the right thing, you can probably protect yourself from getting it and treat it if you do get it. So, what would be the protective things you can do? Eat yogurt, has the good bacteria in it. Avoid things that cause ulcers like aspirin, alcohol, cigarettes, soda pop, coffee. And you can take some protective things that are available over the counter, and so Tums is a great choice because it's an antacid, but it also is calcium. And so calcium is good not only as an antacid, but also because it helps protect you from osteoporosis and bone loss. Now, some of my patients get really smart and they read the medical literature, and there's research to show that calcium citrate is better absorbed and gets better bone building than Tums, and so they stop taking the Tums that I tell them to take, and they switch over and start taking calcium tablets, calcium citrate in particular. But I don't want you to do that, because the calcium that doesn't get absorbed stays in the bowel and binds to a chemical called oxalate. And oxalate can cause kidney stones. So take your Tums forever after the surgery. And if you get a wild idea that you want to change that, call me first. Now the Pepto-Bismol has an ion in it called bismuth, and that bismuth is toxic and damaging to the bad bacteria that causes ulcers. The bad bacteria's name is Helicobacter pylori. And so we like you to take the Pepto-Bismol for a while, and you could ask how long, and my answer would be, I don't know. So we say take it for a while after surgery, and there's no magic number, but it helps protect you while your stomach heals, and in the future it's a tool that you can use in the event that we get into some gastritis with you.
And is the liquid versus the tablets the same?
Yeah, the best thing you can do is take the